space?
What?
We have enough space. We have enough space. We're good.
Do we have no space? We don't have your house, so this is...
Hi, guys! Red lips, because obviously it's a must when performing to Moulin Rouge. Satine would want nothing less from all of us, so I hope that you guys are going to bring your best Moulin Rouge energy to this. I'm super excited about this one. This is a program that I skated to for way too long. I can admit that. We all make mistakes, but it's a program that I feel like I understand the storyline in such an intimate and familiar way, and I really had a lot of fun playing around with this character. And there are a ton of iconic Moulin Rouge programs out there, like Tessa and Scott come to mind. The way that I performed it was different from the way they performed it, and the way they performed it was different from how anyone else performed it. Everyone has their own different spin on what Moulin Rouge can be, and I think that's what makes it a really great piece to learn, just because it has that depth and story, and it doesn't just have to be a couple skating together to be able to really bring some kind of emotion and level to the music. So starting off, I'm going to bring in my professional assistant, my brother Austin. I mentioned this on one of my other lives, but Austin used to be a competitive figure skater. He made it to the national level. He's a national medalist in figure skating, so he's definitely earned his spot here on the floor. Okay, so we are going to be learning. I'm gonna try and see if we can get all the way through that first double axel and the really fun kind of Bollywood choreography. We're gonna have to do a little mesh of my favorite parts. We're learning 2016 Worlds program because it was kind of downhill after that. That was my favorite reiteration of this, but we're gonna bring in some of the fun, newer bits of choreography. So,
Okay.
to begin, this is the music. Just, we all know it. We've all been there. So, when you hear this music, and I want you guys to type this in too because there's so much to learn here, what does it make you feel? What is the energy? What is the vibe?
I feel suspense.
Suspense, totally. So, you kind of feel like something's hanging there waiting.
Yeah, it certainly feels dark,
Okay.
a little sinister.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a light mood.
No.
We're heavy, it's velvet, it's dark, it's nighttime, it's red. It's kind of sensual also.
Yeah.
It's danger.
It is danger, and that's the way that I played this, it was a little mix of that showgirl performer where that Bollywood music comes in, and that's when Satine is in her element, she's performing. But then you can also bring this really raw side to it. And if you guys don't know the story of Moulin Rouge, it's about this woman who's really just down in life, and she's trying to get out of this world that she doesn't feel like she wants to be in anymore, and she feels trapped, she feels stuck. And like, no, we are not all going to be Nicole Kidman or Satine or a French starlet trying to get out of her world. Like, we don't have that to draw on, but we all know what it feels like to be lonely and sad and heavy-hearted. So that's where I would start this whole thing off and bring in a little bit of that raw, intimate moment. So starting off this program, my weight is predominantly on this left foot, and my right foot is just out to the side. I'm mid-ice, staring at the judges. Actually, I'm not staring at the judges, you're facing the judges, but I'm usually looking like off, kind of to my left, looking up into the rafters, like you're trying to see something. There's something out there, you're not really sure, almost kind of squinty. And then the music comes and it's like this, it sounds like something's rolling in, and you want to feel that in your body. And like, a lot of people don't use their chest as movement, but that look of like breathing and feeling something coming in it just reads really personal, and it makes it look different than just like skating choreography. So it starts off, you hear it rolling in, and as that music rolls in, it's almost kind of like it starts from your stomach, and you just breathe in. And the thing you're looking at, imagine whatever you want. It's like something curious. You don't really know what it is, but then as that music comes in, you're looking at it, and you're realizing that it's something that kind of scares you, that it's intense, and it doesn't feel good. So you're going to roll over this right shoulder, and your left arm comes up, and you kind of sink into it, and then you turn fully 360 and come up. So this is the part where you guys can really play around with emotion, because not enough people know how to use emotion in skating, and I was not the best jumper, but I was really good at this part, and it was super valuable for what I did on the ice competing. Judges really like seeing that you understand the music. So again, this is so simple, but really important. Feel like it rolls through your body, bring it around 360 and up. So from here, when you come up, it's kind of like, imagine if you were like falling backwards. You just bring your arms straight up, and I feel like it comes from like my hands are almost on my thighs, and then it goes shoulder into elbow, and my wrists are still down, 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 and then I stretch out, and my left leg is pointed straight through. So it's like you're kind of creating this one line of motion here, but it just really falls back. And on the ice, you're pushing backwards, but on the floor, we're just gonna make it work. So again, from this starting position, weight is on your left foot, looking off into the distance, you're confused, you're concerned, music rolls in, sink over that right side, fully turn around, arms come up, 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 you're falling back. Okay, great. I'm gonna go check in on you guys. Does this make sense? Oh, thanks for the red lips. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm gonna keep on moving. This is all about the vibe and the energy that you're bringing into it. It's simple choreography that can look really basic, or it can look really impactful. You're setting a tone here. You're creating a story. So it's simple moves, but make it count. So we just came from this pushback fall, and now imagine like you heard a really loud sound. So you bring your hands to your ears. The thing about skating though, and dancing in big spaces, if you actually put your hands on your face, it looks really small and it doesn't read well. So whenever I would do like face touching or things like that, you always leave space so that it can read. So you come up, you're falling, and then arms in, and this is like your concern, and you're like tight into your body. I'm standing on my right foot. I'm going to put my left foot out, and this is all one movement. It kind of goes twist to the left, twist to the right, twist to the left. It's kind of like you're going no, no, no. So drama, like really feed into that. Falling back, falling, 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 and sharp, foot out to the left, no, no, no. And then from here, again, it kind of goes sharp, long and slow, sharp, long and slow. So now we're gonna step on to this right foot. It's kind of like a half rotation clockwise, but you just put your arms out and you're gonna rotate around. Okay, should we try that with the music? Sure. We're gonna just kind of see how this goes. But, whew, let's see if we can get maybe a little lead in.
Are you looking
I'm trying to figure out how to just make it like play in loops so that way we can just show in the library. Sorry guys, hold please.
Stretch.
Just trying to make this loop so it's super easy for us. Okay, I don't know. How about this? Why don't you just play it and then we'll go from there. So, we're gonna start from the beginning. Weight is on that left foot, you're looking out. Falling, sharp, sharp. There you go. So as you guys are going through this, you see how everything kind of, you hear the music and the music really hangs. You have to make your movement hang like that too. So the way that you get that is by kind of syncopating the way you move. And syncopating means like, sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's slower. It's like, you have to have levels to actually go somewhere. If all of this just moves with one motion and one kind of tension, it wouldn't be interesting to look at because it's super basic.
Right.
But standing here, it's rolling through, bring that left arm up and around, and then you're falling in sharp, no, 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 and stretch up. Now, the next movement, this is, imagine Satine is just like, I am done. I've given you everything I have to give. So it just kind of comes up, and then you're gonna stand on this left foot, put your right leg back, and it's just like, this is it. This is all I have. You're just like empty. You're so exhausted and done. So it's kind of like it almost flings out, and my head would go up because this reads is just like desperate almost. And then you'll step back onto this right leg, arms by your side, and it's just kind of like a sink in, and my head would go around to the right, like a clockwise motion, so around. And then you step onto that left foot. So why don't we start it from this fall? We're gonna get into like the fun Bollywood stuff too, so be patient. Fall, 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 sharp. No, 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 and push off, sharp. And you have had it. You're gonna step back, head. Now you step onto this left foot. Clockwise. Yeah. Clockwise. Step. You're gonna cross. And then it's kind of like it's a mohawk for the skaters, but if you don't know what a mohawk is, you're just gonna go onto this left foot, right foot, left foot. So again, it's turning on itself clockwise. So it'll go left, right, left. And when you reach out, make sure, I hate seeing people do, it drives me crazy, just seeing people do arm movements that have no purpose. Like, if you're gonna reach out, like, you should look like you're trying to grab something. And that is as simple as making your hand can look pretty, but still be doing something that's like an organic movement. Mm-hmm. So I can look like I'm trying to reach for something without it being like, right? Like, you can make it elegant, but it's just like, you're almost trying to reach something, you don't know if it's what you need though. So that, like, reaching out and pulling back kind of reads as that confusion and tension, and it's really believable and it adds depth.
Okay, I'll play.
Okay. I'm going to put it back.
Yeah.
We're going to try it from the top.
Look at the stunt double in.
Okay, gonna check in on you guys. Everyone's been a little, oh wait, no, people are not being quiet. How is this going? Okay, how are we doing? Good? Are we liking this? Are you guys kind of following along? I'm breaking it down to like extreme details with face and stuff. Is that okay? Thumbs up, little wave, anything. Let me know.
Because it's just as much about like the intention, I think.
Yeah.
In skating as
Yeah.
it is about the actual moves itself.
Yeah.
So.
I agree. I think that's the problem with skating is that people just worry about the jumps these days, and so impressive, but you have to skate with an intention, and you're not just gonna like instinctively know how to do it. So this kind of stuff, like, it's valuable, and talking about it and understanding it really does help add some level of intrigue and value to your skating that maybe someone else doesn't quite have. So we are going to really keep on nitpicking the details. We're gonna start again from the top. Okay, let's go. Also, you guys like I wore a skating skirt for you guys. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Position.
Position from the top.
3.
Weight is on that left foot.
2, 1. Oh wait. Okay.
Wow. Sharp. Push down. You're done. And breathe. Just push back. You do this.
Love is just a game.
And she nails it.
If you have to land on the music, otherwise what are you
It's
even
moves.
doing? Okay, I don't know what has happened for the last 2 lives. This will be saved. Like, I swear it. I swear it. I wasn't upset that yesterday's live didn't get saved, but this one is going to be worth saving. Okay, so after this kind of roundabout step, you have just finished you're through with it. You're stepping back onto this right foot. Head rolls clockwise, and you step 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and then it's left to the side, right back, left reaching. Now, the way that this is kind of playing while we're on the floor, because things move faster on the ice, you're here, you are going to kind of rotate counterclockwise, and you're just gonna push on, you're gonna step on your right foot, left foot goes back, just like this, and then again, half a rotation counterclockwise, your right arm comes up, and you're gonna do like a very concerned face touch, where you're like, what have I done? I must go. It's kind of like, I always like to think of Satine as this like super perfect packaged human being that was falling apart on the inside, and so like I have a lot of moments where it's just like I'm touching my face, like my makeup, like making sure my lashes are on perfectly, like always making sure that I'm sharp and perfect. But then when it comes time to just like break down, that's when it's just kind of like ugly and raw.
But she's still super vain in
Right.
those moments.
Right now, she's like getting ready. She's putting on her like lipstick. She's getting ready in the mirror, and she's going to put on a show. So you have to think of yourself like looking in the mirror, getting ready. So we've just done our reach out, and then we're going to step onto this right foot, push back, 360, and you're in the mirror and you're touching up your makeup, making sure you're perfect. And then we're going to counterclockwise. It's going to go left foot, right foot, left foot. This is double axel, but like we're just gonna, if you guys want to try a lefty axel, like by all means, go for it. I will not. But why don't we just go over that one more time, and then we're gonna move on to the fun Bollywood stuff.
Okay.
So reaching out, reaching, it pushes back onto that right foot, turn forward, face in the mirror, and then it's just a left, right, axle. Okay, so now, this is where I want you guys to listen to this music, and let's talk about what this sounds like. So, hurry up, girl. So this music coming up right here, listen to this, think about what it means. Okay, so do you guys see how the tempo changed dramatically? So you have to listen to your music and hear where your music is going. So the beginning was super low and it was dark and ominous. This gets really sharp and there's actually a beat to follow. So you have to think about what that means with your body movement. For me, I interpreted that as sharper movement, but also movement that was much more pushing out. I was thinking about looking out, whereas in the beginning, this was very much about like what was going on inside. I was looking out, but not at someone. It was like, I would look into myself. It was very close to me. Now it's like showgirl. Everything is like very prim and proper, level. You're projecting. This is where it's like you stare down the judges and you have to be comfortable looking at them and you want to just like pull them in. But when you hear this music, what does it do for you? What does it make you feel?
This segment?
This segment, like this change, what does it make you feel?
Energy?
It's very energetic, and I think one of you guys said that too. So it's super energetic. So your movement has to become that level of the music. You have to be able to see the difference. So we're gonna pick it up.
The tempo.
We're gonna pick this tempo up. So there's this big crash, and that's where I am landing my double axel. So we'll just, for the sake of learning this, we're gonna start out on this left foot. Our right foot is back. We're gonna turn counterclockwise to face the camera, and we're gonna put our left foot over here. And it goes, arms together, it goes to the left, to the right, and then I rotate my palms together like this, and it comes straight up like this. But it's very fast, so slow. It goes to the left, to the right, up. Now, you really have to hear, it's on the beat. So it's going, I only speak the truth. So we're gonna land our axle on our right foot, sorry guys, I'm so dyslexic. We're gonna land on the left foot, rotating counterclockwise. You stomp it down, I only speak the truth. Okay, but in reality, the speed it goes, you land, I only speak the truth. And then we're gonna come down kind of like this. And if any of this is like improper or not correct for these times, I sincerely apologize. I worked with choreographers who told me to do this, and I respect Bollywood culture, and I think that is what I can say. So I only speak the truth. Down. It's kind of like, imagine you're
serving.
You're serving up a platter. Diamonds. And then you're kind of like almost pushing yourself up on this, because now you're going to step onto this left foot, and it kind of just swims around like this. So you go from something really sharp like this, and then I take my left shoulder, kind of dip it, and now that moves like that, and this swims out like that. So it becomes very snaky and swimmy. Okay, landing the axle on this left foot, we're going to turn counterclockwise and stomp. I only speak the truth. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it can swim out. So I only speak the truth. Bump. I only speak the truth. We're gonna make that up. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys. I am so serious. I take this very seriously. What?
I said, can we preface, I'm just learning this as well.
Austin, so usually I give Austin like a little fun backup lesson, so he's coming in feeling confident, feeling good, feeling cute. He's coming in blind right now, so you're doing great.
I'm just here for reference.
Yeah. It's more just to like have someone here helping me out, feel confident, feel loved, feel appreciated. So here we are. Thank you, Eileen on Ice. And Haley says you're doing great.
Thank you.
Okay. So again, landing the jump, We're gonna turn. It is, I only speak the truth, but I only speak the truth.
Can you explain what you're doing with your legs there?
Great point. I don't know. I'm just trying to swim through it. So
like maybe even on the ice, what's happening?
On the ice, I'm doing 3 turns.
Okay.
3 turns and crossovers, which is my brand. So from here, I would literally just be doing a forward, left outside 3 turn.
Okay.
But on the carpet, it's just kind of swimming around. So once I'm here, I'm stepping onto this left foot, turning counterclockwise, and it just kind of turns 1 rotation, and then I'm ending up kind of like hip here.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, like just really sharp. Here, swims around and back here. Okay. Should we hear that with the music just to kind of get a feel of how fast it's gonna be? Yes, I agree. So I'm not gonna count it in because I tried to do that yesterday and I got really lost myself. So she says, love is just a game and crash. I only speak the truth. You're gonna hear this big like, and that's where you should be standing on this left foot and sort of like landing. Because you have to land on the music, otherwise what are you doing? Love is just a game.
Love is just a game.
I only speak the truth. Start. Okay, how are we feeling? Is it really fast? Are you guys, oh my God, Hannah. Hi, Hannah. Brody! Austin, look what you were bringing to the runway today.
I told my friends.
Austin came up here, like, not knowing that I was going to be making him do this. He's running out of outfits.
Fast.
I'm, like, finding new skating outfits, and I'm like, look, I look so cute. And he's like,
I'm going to be out here in your full competition dresses next video.
Oh my God, I know. We could probably wear at least 4 of my 5 Moulin Rouge dresses. Okay, so honestly, if you don't feel like you're doing everything right, it's more about the attitude. So you have to think about your face now. This is where, like, she was broken. She was a little bit raw. She wasn't entirely sure, like, who she was or what she wanted to do. So you were uncertain. Now it's like she opened up the door. She stepped onto the stage. The lights are on her, and no one can know that this is what's going on. So she's, like, buttoned everything in, and it's just very, like, catty, showgirl, commanding, where she's like, I am the diamond that you all want to be looking at. So, like, lift your head up, be confident, shoulders back. Everything should be very placed. The only thing that's really moving are your arms, and I did the arms wrong. But, like, that should be everything you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna try that part again. It's super fast, but you guys can absolutely handle this.
Love is just a game.
And you're gonna land. Got it?
Yes.
It doesn't matter so much what you're doing with your
Yeah.
feet right now. It truly doesn't. It didn't ever matter what I was doing with my feet when I was skating, so.
True.
Okay, also, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there is this, like, voice underneath that's saying, I only speak the truth. I only speak the truth. So you hear these huge beats, and we're skating to that, but make sure that you're also listening to the words, because it's, I only speak the truth. I only speak the truth. Like you're gonna hit on truth.
Yeah.
Hit. Okay, now, can we move on? How are you guys feeling? Good? Are we feeling confident? Are we feeling capable? Quiet. I see. I'm trying to figure out how to get from here. She goes, does it say kings? Kids? So this is where,
Children.
I would reach long, and it's like that. It's not like when I told you guys to kind of make your wrists almost limp, like you had nothing left. It's not like that. This arm is different than this arm. Like, this is where you're like, someone is thinking about coming and watching the show, and you're like, you want to come in and see this show. So it should be enticing, it should be interesting, it should be engaging. You should be convincing people that this is something to watch.
You're selling.
Selling it, selling your soul. Not all of you guys, please.
Not actually.
I'm like, don't, like, you know.
Not actually.
Okay, so we have just gotten to, I only speak the truth. Now, we're gonna take this arm that's really sharp. It comes up and around and towards the camera. You're going to bring this back. Your left leg, left arm goes back. Your right arm is what comes up, and this is where you're really bringing people in. And then, yeah, I would step here. Perfect. Kick. Okay. So, again, I only speak the truth. Sharp, around, sharp, and up, reach. Now what we're going to do, keep on going counterclockwise to face the camera one more time. It's gonna, you're looking at the camera, you're gonna face to the right, and it's just sinking in.
What are you doing with your fingers?
I don't know. This is where I'm like, I don't know if these are like socially, culturally appropriate fingers.
What's happening with the fingers?
2020 makes me so nervous sometimes. I'm just like, I mean no harm. I am literally touching my middle. We're gonna do these. I know are harmless.
Okay.
Do okay, like the okay sign, right? I just don't want to offend.
Doing
I don't want to
okay,
offend
center eyes.
anybody. So
Everything is okay.
have just extended. Your weight is going to be on that right foot extending. You come around. Now put your left foot, like toe in, and you kind of sink into both of these legs. And while you're doing that, facing the camera, okay sign, but it comes up like this. But again, while I do all of this, nothing here changes. Like, all of the movement is happening beneath me, and that's kind of how you get that super confident, controlled, like
Isolating certain parts of your body.
isolating, yeah. So you've extended, you're coming around, sink into it. Here we go. Perfect. Now what I would do from here, you bring your hands together, because she's saying diamonds. So you create a diamond with your hand. From here, step onto this left foot, turn counterclockwise, but it goes diamonds. But it like really pops up. Because now we're doing our backwards crossovers. So we've done a half rotation. And my favorite part, I loved this. While you're skating around the corner, your arms are here, you're doing your backward crossovers, but you go shoulder back, shoulder forward, shoulder back, shoulder forward. Mm-hmm. So it's really isolating, but you're here. Mm-hmm. Okay, should we hear this with the music just to kind of get another reference point? Okay.
It's just a game.
Gonna land the double axel
Love is
on
just
our
a
left
game.
foot and lift. Triple toe. Cheated. If I say it first, it doesn't hurt my
Maybe
feelings.
she's born with it, maybe it's on 2 feet.
That's my trademark. Oh my god, that's my new
TM.
That's my new Instagram bio. Maybe she's born with it, maybe it's a jump landed on 2 feet. So part of this is like part of the problem I'm having right now is that things on the ice they move quicker, but also they can take up more time because you can really just like eat into it. And I'm also like not having you guys do crossovers because I feel like it's like weird to just do this.
Yeah.
So when you hit truth, why don't we need something to kind of like eat up a little bit more time before this, because this should be on her, the first time you hear her singing. So from truth, why don't we step, push out, step back, together, and here. So it'll just be something simple, but only speak the truth. Push out. I'm stepping onto this left foot. It's pushing out. Now you're stepping back onto that right foot, turn forward, and why don't we keep on doing the arms that you learned? Reach back here. And then you keep on rotating counterclockwise. Okay, fingers up. And arms together in that diamond, and up. And shoulder, shoulder. Great.
Do you want me to play from before?
Ooh, do you guys want to go over the beginning?
To where we're at now.
To where we are at now? We're going to review from the top, just so you guys can kind of remember all of this, and then we'll do it with the music. So from the top, review. From the top, weight is on that left foot, looking off into the distance. Energy is totally different from what we just learned, right? So breathing up and around. Remember, there's that fall. Bring your arms up, and then it's like you heard that bad sound. Sharp. No, no, no. Press onto that right foot. And then remember, your arms come back together. You have had it. Step behind. Head rolls counterclockwise. Step left, right, left, behind, reach. And then you push back, right? Push back. Right arm comes up. It's that concerned face touch makeup in the mirror. Then it goes left, right, push back, double axel. Perfect. Relay on that left foot. Then turn towards the camera. Only speak the truth. Sharp. Around and sharp. And then we're creating new choreography. We're stepping, pushing out. Step together. Reach. And, oh, sorry, I got my arms up. I shouldn't have done that.
I did it too.
I know, I saw you do that. Okay sign. Diamond and explode. Shoulder, shoulder.
Okay.
Okay,
I can play from the top.
that sounds good. Fun, guys. This one's going swimmingly. Okay, from the top.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Satine. Wait, okay, so pause. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, wait, you are about to start playback. Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay. Just put place on.
Yep, I know. Focus.
Took a long time to do that.
Love is just a game.
And
Okay. Okay. I like
Loved
that part,
that part.
because it always gave me like Charmed as well. Charmed intro.
Ooh.
Very spooky, powerful woman going to like kill somebody. You know?
Okay, yeah.
Attack.
Yeah. Attack. We'll use attack.
Attack.
Yeah. Attack your triple flip, triple toe. Attack whatever you need to. Okay, are we doing okay? Do we feel like we need any kind of reviews? How are we feeling? This program is iconic. I loved it. It was so much fun for me to skate. Marissa, Austin's wearing my socks.
Is she commenting on my socks?
Yes!
What did she say?
She said Austin's socks are the best. Austin is wearing my socks,
Okay,
Marissa.
they are the best. Thank you, Marissa.
I love this. Talk about how necessary it is to practice with full emotion. Great point. Thank you so much, Deidre. Okay, so as you are going through this, as you're going through your programs, for me, like Austin saw me training, I wouldn't just turn it on in competition. Like I practice this level of emotion every single day because it's exhausting. It is not easy to skate a program where you're like this engaged. You need to treat what you're doing with your face, what you're doing with your vibe, as actual choreography. So like hip hip chin chin, when I would do like the like little sassy, I would practice it that way every single day. There's no use in doing a program that's just flat because it's not really training what the program's actually about. So you have to make sure that you really invest time in figuring out what your face is doing, and then you have to stick with that every day. Act like you're practicing the way you would perform in competition. Practice as you perform as you practice. It's all one thing. You're not just gonna like suddenly figure out how to perform in competition. You have so many other things to worry about. So make sure that you know and are comfortable with what you want to be doing on the ice. There are no miracles in figure skating. Like there just aren't. The sport is way too hard. So you have to rely on your training to be competitive and not just be like, let's see.
Also, a program done 100% full choreography is so much harder.
So much harder. It uses so much more energy. Like, you are not really training unless you are actively performing a program.
Okay.
Because also your choreographers work too hard to do this. Okay, there's only one more like thing that's really valuable to learn. So after these shoulder punches, I don't know, shoulder, you hear her go men. This was my favorite part of the program. So I take my right arm and it's just like sharp across. It's very militant. It's very like, do not mess with me. I will end you. So shoulder, I think there's 3. And then it goes, I like sweep it around so it comes all the way around before you go men, so that it's really visible. If you just go like this, people don't really understand what it means or where it's coming from. You need to build that excitement so it's around and sharp, men, and then I think what she's saying is cold. So men, I brought these arms up, fist down like this, like cold, because again it's kind of like military, not warm, not engaging, not like nothing to like hug. Men, cold. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go over the fast part again, and then we're gonna do it a couple of times with the music just to kind of play around, and then that's pretty much it, you guys. You've learned the whole first part. Okay.
How many parts would you say there are to this program?
No,
Segmented.
that's a good question. I always broke mentally my program up into 3 segments. So the first segment for me would be this opening through, I would do double axel, which is the part that we learned. This leads into a triple flip, triple toe, and then I finish off the triple flip, triple toe with the double axel combination. So those 3 jumps were one section for me. Mm-hmm. And then from there it would go spin, spin, come down, drama, drama, drama. We can learn that another day too. The One Day I'll Fly Away is really fun.
Oh, I love that.
Going into probably, I would say it goes through my triple loop combo and triple flip combo. because after that it's 2 more jumps and a footwork and I'm pretty much home. So
Okay.
I chunked it up so that like I would get this section done, gone, whatever. Not thinking about it again, it's over, can't do anything. Next chunk, I only have 2 jumps that I have to worry about. I can handle that, okay? Done with that. Next one again.
Mm-hmm.
2 more jumps and you're all done. So you just really have to break it up into manageable bits. Let's start it from the fast bit and then we'll go over a couple times. So landing that axle from this left foot, you go 1, 2, 3, sharp, around, hit, and push out, step together, here, long drawn out, turn counterclockwise, arms come up, diamond, up, and shoulder, 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 and men, cold. That's it! Okay, let's try it from the beginning. One more time. We're gonna pick it up from the landing of the axle and then we'll do it from the beginning.
Love is just a game.
Land. Okay, how did that go, you guys? Good? Maybe? You feeling it? Okay, awesome. We have almost on like an hour-long class. This is serious.
I'm feeling good.
This is our
I
workout for
need to
today.
hydrate.
We've been trying to figure this out. Okay, we're gonna do it from the top. We're gonna play it with the music from the top, and we'll do that twice, and then done.
Okay. What? You don't trust me? I've lost.
Do you want to hit play?
Yeah.
Okay. You can hop in from the fast if you want.
I might. Who knows? Keep
Okay.
you on your toes.
From the top.
3, 2, 1, sit.
Love is just a game.
And land. Good job, you guys. Okay. So this is all about the energy you bring. It's about how committed you are. You have to play a character. This is a story that is well known. People know who Satine is. People know what she's going through. You have to put on a show. You have to take on this character. If you're going to skate to a character program, if you're skating to Les Mis, if you're skating to Moulin Rouge, if you're skating to Beauty and the Beast, if you're skating to the millions,
Ariel.
literally
Like,
anything. Don't just let it be music that's playing overhead. If there is a story that goes with your program that people know about, that's well known, find a character within that storyline to be. Figure out what they're going through. Figure out what they struggle with, what makes them confident, what doesn't. What do they look like? Watch the movies. See how they move their face. Imitate. I spent so much time in front of the mirror just trying to figure out who this Satine was going to be and what made her who she was, why she was complicated. And then I brought levels to that so that it would be interesting, because Moulin Rouge has been done a million times. But what I did that was different, and my honest opinion, was that I committed and I was that character, and I didn't just have it be fun music in the background to serve me.
Can I say something?
Yeah, say something.
Not to cut you off. I also think that what you did a good job with is not just having a beautiful costume. I loved all of yours, but your character research was more than just what you put on. It was more than a necklace. It was identifying those character qualities and how that person was feeling. Because a lot of skating, in my opinion, is about the emotion you put in, and a lot of understanding a character or a person is understanding what they're going through emotionally. So it's not just the physical attributes, and you don't have to look necessarily. We're not all Nicole Kidman. I'm certainly not. We're just not.
No.
So there's other ways to embody it, just apart from the
it's
clothes
the
you put on.
emotion.
Yeah.
People watch skating because they want to see amazing tricks, and that's really cool. But also, people watch skating because they want to feel something, and to feel something. And to make people feel something, you have to put something out there. It's really difficult to be an emotional skater. It is exhausting to be an emotional skater. But I have a world silver medal, not because I was the best jumper on that day. And that's just a fact. I can absolutely say technically I'm not the strongest athlete out there, but if you can make people stand up, if you can make people remember how you made them feel on the ice that one day, that's really valuable, and you guys should put in a lot more work into that side of your skating, especially now since we're all stuck at home. Everybody has a mirror. I was telling my students today, you guys have your programs. Some of you guys have programs choreographed. Some of you guys maybe are in that weird transitional phase, but use an old program. Just get comfortable with moving your body. Skate a program out in front of your mirror. I would make ridiculous faces in the mirror just to kind of see what worked, and that became part of my choreography.
And tape yourself.
Tape yourself. Get familiar with what you look like and be okay with that. And if you think something looks awkward, call someone up for a second opinion. It's not just you in all of this.
Yeah,
and then I think to kind of wrap this up, I said this yesterday and I truly mean it. I'm going to kind of hit it home again. This is all so weird, and I don't think any of us have ever really had to be trapped in our houses like this before. It's super stressful, it's unfamiliar, and it feels like it's not ending anytime soon, and so that sense just gives me a lot of anxiety, and I want my social media to kind of feel like a safe space for you guys, where it's just you're learning a silly figure skating program today, but for me, it ate up an hour of my time. It got Austin and I moving, and I just want you guys to feel like you get a little bit of positivity out of this. I've been asking people to comment on my stuff, just talking about their day. If you need to vent, I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can, so if you feel like you need to just say something, either DM me if you're not comfortable saying it to another person or in public, or comment and let me know, and we can kind of just rely on each other. This doesn't have to be something so lonely and solitary. We can kind of go through it together. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much. The amount of comments that I get on these really makes me feel great. Austin's incredible too, so thank you to him. And I'm going to try and come back tomorrow and see what we can do tomorrow. I'm eventually going to start running out of programs.
Well, happy for you.
Okay, I hope you guys got something out of this, and I will see you all soon. Bye!